Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GRP. Back at it again on a Thursday. I'm late, but that's okay. I'm only late because I almost didn't do a show today. I was just gonna skip it. I got a bunch of other stuff I'm trying to get done, and I was just like, you know what? I didn't even have a ton of time to prep and all this other good stuff. I was like, you know what? I don't need to prep for a bunch of time when there's not even anything crazy going on. So I was just like, why not just jump in and kind of get going? Yeah, Infinity, I'm late for sure. But I thought I was gonna have to wait till like 8 o'clock, and I wound up getting stuff done in time to do it at 7:30. I got home right before 7, so I was like, that gives me enough time. But yeah, Happy New Year. It is finally 2026, and I shouldn't even say finally because it feels like it's already 2026. Feels like this year went by fast as hell, but I am older, and that's what happens when you get older. Unfortunately. But yeah, New Year's come and gone. Today's the day, but we are, at night, depending on where you are. It might be over already. I don't know, but for me, it's only 7:30, so I still got some time in the night. But first day of the year, New Year's Day, and the days have felt like they've gone kind of long. Yesterday felt like it was a long day, and then probably because we were up late and waiting and doing all the fun stuff, but didn't do anything crazy. Just hung out with friends, which was a nice time, and didn't go to bed too crazy late. So Happy New Year, all is good. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate you. Yeah, it was a long night, as in, I still didn't go to bed till like 2 a.m. probably, but nothing crazy like it used to be. That was me getting home a little bit before that even, and just taking some time to get to bed, but nothing too crazy, but nothing too tame either. I thought we were going to wind up staying home, and then last minute plans happened and we went to a friend's house. So at least we were at someone's house. We weren't out in the craziness. I laid around in bed till around 5 this afternoon. Damn, I wanted to, man. I fucking wanted to, but I had a bunch of stuff I had to do today, and I ran a little long with some of that, which is why I didn't really have time to prep. And I was like, didn't really know what I was going to prep. There's a little bit of news that I want to talk about, but I didn't even put stuff in the stream deck really. I'm going to just kind of free fly this one, and yeah, I'm just going to go without all the technology. I'm going to point and click my way through it all, I think. But yeah, because I should have other stuff. Yeah, there's not even football. It's crazy. Like, it's just a weird day. So I was like, you know what? It'd be best. I'm watching all these streamers that I follow and check in on sometimes that went live today talking about the first day of the year and first show of the year and stuff like that. And I'm like, I was looking forward to doing that. That's why I figured I'd just come in and say Happy New Year to everyone and talk a little bit about, a mixture of MMA news, the upcomings in UFC, and just about the show in general, and what kind of plans, kind of just talk it through what I want to do this year. I don't know that resolutions are a thing really. I feel like anything other than that, it's just anything other than just trying and doing things is just wishing, which is great to do. And I guess it's something of a goal, I guess. But oh, thanks, Infinity. I two tabbed up and thinking about going live for yeah, all is good with the media pass again. Listen, man, that one, I don't know. Who knows what will come, but I'm not sure that one's gonna happen. But maybe I won't doubt it. You never know. I didn't ever think I'd be doing half as much as I've been doing with this show, so it could happen, I guess. So I won't be negative. But it's a good thing to strive for, shit. And if I ever get it, or I'm able to go to any show and be able to check it out in the, and maybe get some interviews and stuff, yeah, for sure, that would be dope. What up, Tyler? 250 plus subs, so you might. It would be nice to see that those subs go up, but I try not to focus on that too much because I just get, I just start getting too focused on those things. And while I need to and should pay attention in order to make doing this show somewhat worth it, And I don't mean monetarily. I just mean spending my time doing it. Besides the passion, you know, it does take a lot of my time, and sometimes I push things aside in order to do it because I just want to do it. But maybe that's not always right. I don't say that I really force anything. I just sometimes do surpass things or say I can't do them because I'm doing the show. But the show's important to me, and as far as like everyone in here that comes in here and actually supports me and has fun, you know, talking things through and catching every show. Like Tyler's always here. All is Good is always here. Infinity, of course, is always here. And I appreciate you guys. And there's a few others that show up almost every single time. So even that many people that I would disappoint by not being here, or at least would miss the show a little bit, even a tiny bit if I wasn't here and doing this still, makes it worth it to me. And I don't like to pat myself on the back very much or talk about myself very much, but I do, you know, appreciate that. And like I said, just anybody continuously coming back is, I'm grateful for, because, you know, I've already been through plenty of shows where there was nobody that seemed to give a shit whether they did or not. It's one of those things where I noticed no one was in the chat, no one was talking to me. So, but you got to start somewhere, and I'm okay with a slow start and a slow burn. Thanks, All is Good. Appreciate you. I hear the views have climbed a lot too. Oh yeah, it is. It's one of those things, man. It just kind of, you know, when something hits, it'll hit if it ever does. And if not, you know, if I just continuously, gradually go up a little bit here and there, as long as I'm enjoying myself doing it, I think that's all that matters. But it is nice to see when people are liking what I'm doing and see some kind of feedback from everyone out there. So, and you guys definitely do that for me. So I appreciate you guys. And I wanted to make sure I started, the year by, you know, acknowledging all that and being grateful for everything, because as much as sometimes I'm negative about shit, I like to make sure that I put some kind of positivity out there and make sure that I show how grateful I am, because, you know, just as easily as it is for me to ignore somebody on the internet or ignore a show or ignore somebody, is as easy as it is for you. And you guys keep coming back, so I appreciate the hell out of you. Thanks, Tyler. Yeah, especially somebody like Tyler who is watching some old dude like me on the internet fucking just that's crazy to me too. I don't know how old All is Good is, but I know, you know, Infinity I know more about. He's more my age. So it's like, it's crazy to know that someone Tyler's age is in here. But I appreciate that for sure. So yeah, and I my plans, you know, I didn't really set any full on goals. Of course, I would like to continue to put out content as much as I can, and I do want to focus on things a little more for the supporting role of the show as far as social media goes and whatnot. I mean, I stepped up my TikTok game a little bit this year, and that might sound kind of corny or goofy to some people, but it just depends on how you interact with social media. Some people have a certain aspect or some kind of a view on what some of these social media platforms are about. And as much as maybe people make fun of someone like me who would be, you know, 40 plus years old and paying attention to TikTok, it's not that I do it in the way that other people do. The negative undertones of social media don't always apply to every single aspect of social media or the entire audience that views it. And I know I get the brain rot and brain dead people that they say on TikTok and all of that shit, but some of it, I mean, everyone has a guilty pleasure, or everyone enjoys something that other people might not see as not appropriate, but that didn't sound right. Not appropriate, but entertaining or something of that sort, or even something that you can appreciate, I guess, or something that has value. But I learn a lot of shit off the internet, honestly. If you don't go to a YouTube video at some point in your life to help you fix something, whether it be something on your computer, something on your phone, or even just a door handle or something at your house, I mean, it's crazy. I don't know anybody that doesn't do that. It's so accessible now. It's free advertisement and you get to use your equipment. Oh yeah, exactly. yeah, make this all this equipment worth it. What's funny is I just decided to kind of put my old camera back to use again because I've had it back in this corner doing nothing. I haven't even flipped to it. I don't even have my buttons set up for all my other cameras. My GoPro's put away. I used to use all three and just kind of clip through it all, but I haven't done that in a while. So I bought this magic arm that I'm using for the camera I'm on now, the Canon, but I have the Nikon camera as well. It's an older one, and it's a it's like a regular camera. That's what I'm on here, a mirrorless DSLR. Yeah, but that's what the Nikon is. So I have that there too, and I bought another one of those arms and I set it up just to try it out, make sure that the camera still worked and all that shit. So I want to do some kind of different views or angles. What was the world like before social media? Like even before MySpace? I'm only laughing because it sucks that I can answer that question. It's funny. Like in high school, for me in high school, shit, you had to rely on passing notes and possibly sending some text messages. Possibly, I don't even know that I had a phone just yet in high school. So just look for the bikes in front of the yard. Yeah, man, it's crazy because 1998, I was still in high school. I didn't graduate till 2000, but yeah, it was kind of weird, different for sure. So for me, feels weird saying that shit, but it's true. Yeah, landlines, man. I was going through the I was going through the video that I took the screenshot for the thumbnail on, and it was the show that we were talking about, Terrence Howard, and all of the comments, something Maine. I just kept laughing my ass off. My phones were stolen and probably gave cancer. Oh yeah, no doubt. 1998, goddamn. I still have a landline and a fax. Holy shit. 10 years before I was even born, by the way. Goddamn, Tyler. That's fucking crazy. Now I feel super old. But but it's funny. I mean, I just try not to let, my age get too I try not to let it grab me too much and pull me down. I stay up with some stuff just to make sure that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Plus, you can't avoid it if you're on social media. So I just try not to be one of those cringe guys that thinks that I'm cool for saying 6'7" or some shit. I find it ironically funny when I say it and think of it, and then it comes out in a way, and I'm just like, God damn it! So I have to acknowledge it. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to get that out of my head completely. But holy shit, it follows you everywhere. Well, once that shit's gone, it'll just be a distant memory, hopefully. Shit. But as far as the show goes, yeah, I definitely want to maybe start doing other stuff than Terrence Howard on the pod. That would be hilarious. I wouldn't be able to stop being like, so man. I was out of high school. Oh, God damn, Infinity, you didn't have to say all that. You're like my sister's age then, because she was out, and she got out when I started. She was graduated in 96, and I was just starting high school, so craziness, man. Fuck it, I'm committed now. In 99, I was born in 99. I wish I got to experience early 2000s for real. A lot of athletes like Kobe, LeBron. Oh yeah, bro. Just the glory fucking days of actual superstars that, because there wasn't so many. And fuck all the steroids and all that bullshit. It wasn't as prevalent back then, or it was, and people weren't getting caught. But I'll tell you right now, I would go back to that in a fucking second. Yeah, Shohei Ohtani's a dope motherfucker that can pitch well and hit home runs. That's crazy. But that's crazy. But there's nothing like the heyday. Like, I was an Oakland A's fan before I was a Braves fan because I like the Smash Bros. Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco, and then Ricky Henderson and fucking all kinds of motherfuckers on that A's team. Giambi was on that team for a minute, all kinds of people. And but when the Bash Bros were there, dude, that was the best. And fucking that was like glory days of baseball for me. And yeah, and then I stopped being an A's fan shortly after they left, because I was just like, fuck, man, this team's falling apart. And I kind of was just like, I want to be able to watch the team that I'm supporting all the time, and it was either the Braves, the White Sox, or the Cubs, because those were the stations we got here. So I went with the Braves, and I've been a Braves fan ever since. So I'm still in high school. Damn it, Tyler. 1999, I was no face, no case. Everyone didn't have a camera. Yeah. 2003 Marlins were damn good for sure. Do you think the PED scandal guys should be inducted? Gary Sheffield. Yes, I do. Because I hate to say it, but what A-Rod did, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, A-Rod was dope. Yeah, A-Rod, especially Roger Clemens too. I mean, Sheffield was sick. You know, he was good too. But yeah, A-Rod was definitely dope. And Barry Bonds, yeah, the Mark McGuire, all those motherfuckers were good. So yeah, I mean, I think they should be in the Hall of Fame. I'd say when they started making everything illegal, and from that point on, of course, anybody then, I would say, is because you're known and committed. You're cheating. You know, obviously the other guys may have been considered cheating still, but they weren't catching them at the moment. If they want to go back and say that they were, whatever. But yeah, it's a tough one, man. I don't know. I guess it's hard to say. Same thing with MMA. You know, you can't really like take the guys out of being legends just because we found out later that they might have been on some shit. They should have known when they looked like wrestlers with baseball bats. Yeah, but it was fun, man. It was a fun time. So and people are still doing it, man. They're getting away with it. You just gotta be smart, or you gotta have the money to pay for the right doctors, and you gotta make sure you watch who you trust. So, one last question: do you think the superstars of the '50s to '70s could be stars in today's MLB? Fuck no. Not the way the game's played today. I think if you took the players of today and put them back then, those guys wouldn't be shit either because they couldn't play the game the same way. And I think there's something to the way that the game was played back then. Uh, uh, there should be unlimited class. Yeah. But the way that the game was played was very different. So I think that maybe these guys would be good. But I mean, if you think about it, like all is good said, 105 mile per hour fastball, you probably didn't see that back in the 50s through the 70s. But you take the guys from today that are used to trying to hit something like that and put them back then, they're trying to hit a changeup, which they'll whiff on a lot these days because they're, don't know if it's coming with the heat, which is 105, which is not what they're going to be throwing back then. They were smoking in the dugout back then with donuts. Yeah, they actually were, like a bona fide legend like Mickey Mantle, Roberto Clemente. I mean, I think they could hang a little bit, but I mean, like, could Babe Ruth hop in the top time machine and hit a major league? No, he couldn't. He couldn't because he actually wasn't as great as everybody thought. I just, if you look at the stats and everything, it's just the way he carried himself and the fact that he was doing what he was doing back then. But if you match those up to the way it is today, it doesn't really stand up to what the guys have done today. So it's a little bit different. And I think, like I said, the glory days of baseball, back when I remember, maybe I'm just in my opinion type shit, but yeah, those days I feel like were the good middle meat portion of everything, where it's not as advanced as it is today, but the game was different, and maybe it was the beginnings of the steroids and all that, which is a big thing in every sport that you need power in. But I think that was the meat of it, because before then it was a little bit weak. You weren't seeing all the home runs. You were watching, normal regular skills just at a higher level, basically. Those wood bats would break back then. Yeah, yeah. Like, could a 25-year-old Nolan Ryan be the best pitcher in today's? No, because everyone would freak out about him throwing 100 to 101. Now, like all is good said, I mean, some of the averages like 105. It's crazy. Oh shit, Tyler, you saw it. I was waiting to say it, but I got sidetracked because I mean, these good. I mean, honestly, Antoine, I appreciate the questions. You don't gotta think you have to stop or nothing. You said one last question, but I appreciate the questions, especially on days like today when I don't have a ton of shit going on. These are the days that I can actually go through and talk about, various different things. But Tyler noticed the merch. I got some Derek Lewis merch, and that's because my wife thought this shirt was dope, and she likes Derek Lewis too because he's a hilarious motherfucker. And yeah, so I gotta show you the shirt. Hold on, I'll stand up. USA in this hoe. It says it in the back too, with a big old fucking cowboy hat, which is hilarious. But that's why it's I think it's Full Violent is the name. I couldn't fucking think of it. That's the best line too. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, this shit's hilarious, man. I mean, My Balls Is Hot was fucking a good one too, but that's kind of what started anybody paying attention to his post-fight speeches. You think Derek could make the Hall of Fame? Most KOs of all time and 2-time title challenger? I don't think he could unless he gets the belt at some point. Because if you look at his record, that's like you know, calling somebody super fast in a race, but yet they've never won. It's like, well, how are you so fast? But you can't beat the best of the best. That's the way I look at it. So, well, yeah, I forgot about that part of Hot Nuts. But yeah, that's how I see it. We see in other sports prominent players make it all the time, like Charles Barkley, Barry Sanders. Derek has amazing records. See, but the problem is though, I think because it takes a team in those other sports. How many baseball caps do you own? Here we go again. A lot. How about that? That's all you need to know. And I got this one for Christmas from my daughter. So I just keep getting more. And I got a new hot one coming through probably middle to end of January. And that'll be another going rounds version, which I think is pretty sick. So yeah, my daughter got me that too. I was like, hell yeah. But it's not cheap to customize a new era hat because those are the only hats I wear. And yeah, Jim Miller, Hall of Fame, Iron Man style like Kel Ripken. I think Jim Miller I think he should be a part. I think Derek Lewis's record, it begs, there's a little bit, you know, there's a little bit there that some people are like, doesn't give enough. So I mean, I tend to like the guys that are just great at one thing or fucking are maybe not overall great all the time. I mean, Khabib was one of my favorite fighters. So I mean, he's been and still one of the greats. So regardless of what anybody thinks, but I mean, I like Nate Diaz and shit like that. The Diaz bros. I always like the guys that just don't win the biggest championships and stuff, but it's okay. Duty, I wish I got to see Kel. Kel's streak is fucking insane. I just wish I got to see Barry Bonds play. It was fun, man. It's a fun time, especially when baseball was my life at that time. Gotta take care of something, boys. Be right back. All right, Antoine. Do Bronx deserves to be in the Hall of Fame and isn't there yet, so don't worry about lame ass Miller until guys like, well, Miller actually retired though. Oliveira's not retired yet, right? He's still in. So I would smoke with Diaz and I don't smoke like that. Hell yeah, dude, the Diaz brothers are the shit. So yeah, anyway, I got the shirt, I got the hat, new stuff coming through. Miller, no, I thought he retired. I could be wrong. Sure, but Miller never got a title or even a title shot. No, I get that. I do get that. I think part of the thing is just about how good the guy is. You know what I mean? Like, he's a good dude, not just like how good he is in fighting. And I think a lot of people get mixed up with that. And I try not to let that drive my decisions in things. And you get salty people like Rick who want to bring up these points that are so just, you know, I don't maybe if he doesn't deserve it, that's okay. It doesn't mean that we have to down on the guy. There's certain guys that are just pieces of shit that deserve it. But Jim Miller's a good dude. So, I mean, I understand if you don't think he deserves it, but you don't have to go in on him. You let a guy like Miller in, you might as well let a guy like CM Punk. No, see, that's a whole different fucking thing. It's a whole different thing. And you're just a troll. It's a whole different thing. You can't let somebody like CM Punk did nothing in the sport. You can't tell me that Jim Miller did nothing in the sport. But again, I understand if you think he doesn't deserve it. I'm back and forth on it. So yeah, he fought at UFC 100, 200, and 300. CM Punk did none of that. And CM Punk could never TKO Jim Miller. I'm sorry. You're just rage baiting at this point. Miller would be based on Iron Man style. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a place for guys like him, like Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker doesn't have the best record in the world, but he's got some insane fights. And fucking, he, you know, I don't think he's ever going to win a title. But I mean, I think there's a place for guys like that in the Hall of Fame. But I know everyone gets mad about participation trophies and all this bullshit. I just think there's a discussion to be had. I don't think it's just all, you know, out of nowhere. I didn't say he. Okay, never mind. I'm just wasting my time. You're not listening. Oh, man. But then again, because I know who's talking. Yeah, so as far as everything else goes, like I said, I you know, for me, I just like coming on here and chatting it up, even if it's I'm not low. Never mind. Why do I keep are you near Cobb Country? Oh, that's Infinity. I was like, huh? But yeah, and I, like I was saying, I want to get the social media stuff up, do different videos than just edits, because that's the only other thing besides the promos for the show. Those are the only other things. I tried for a little bit doing the I wouldn't say breaking news, because I don't have any insight. I don't have any behind the scenes anything. I was gonna say I don't have any behind the scenes or inside sources, so I can't truly break any news, obviously. But covering the breaking news so I could try to get it out there early, that's tough. That's a lot of work, and I give it to the Combat Sports Today guys for being able to do that and really working with them. I say I just leave it to them for that stuff, because they're all over it, and there's a bunch of them that contribute to that stuff. So for me, I leave it to them because they do it well and they do it right, and I just feel like they're a better source for that kind of stuff. So Maverick, what's up? How you doing? Welcome in. So for me though, I would much rather be like reactions to the breaking news stuff, like, you know, the Anthony Joshua stuff. I should have made a video about that. And Ngannou bike crash kills a girl. Yeah, and then, you know, I think these guys need to stay out of Africa, man. Nigeria is a fucking scary place to be on the roads, because holy shit, what are we doing? Yeah, exactly. In Africa, it's crazy. But the Anthony Joshua stuff, I was thinking about making a video and I didn't. That's the kind of stuff I want to change up and start doing more of. So hopefully we can drive some more attention to the social medias, and then maybe in turn that'll drive more attention over to the podcast. Wakanda is safe. Oh shit. Chances of Pereira singing "You Are My Fire." I think it's pretty good now, because if you did, I don't know if you heard the news, but he's got himself a nice little young lady that he's that he's fond of, and being able to show out in front of everybody that he's with her. I just need one chick from Wakanda. Oh man. Yeah. So I guess getting to a little bit of that, even Angela Bassett. But yeah, covering stuff like that, I think reacting, you know, like I would love to Plinio is the greatest wingman in history, getting Pereira Tracy Cortez. 100%, bro. 100%. That shit is insane. I'm going to talk about that here in just a minute. That is one of the pieces of things that I wanted to cover. But before we get into that, I just wanted to finish up the finish up just the chit chatting about the channel. I know we talked about, you know, possibly doing award stuff, and I was hoping to try to do that either this show or Sunday, but that might be tough, so I might just leave it for maybe the Thursday after. I do think if he gets a title shot, I think he would fight, unless he's on that White House card, because I do think the White House card would bring him in. Oh shit, Tyler. Oh fuck, that's hilarious. Pereira gonna show her the real Poeton tonight. I couldn't blame him one bit. Oh man. But as far as the award stuff, I do think I want to do that kind of a reverse award show like Tyler was talking about. I thought that was a good idea. I think Ngannou will fight sometime this year. It's just a matter of who for, because it sounded like he was just going to get out of the PFL. But I don't know, with the way Dana White's talking, I don't know about him ever coming back to the UFC unless that's what John Jones wants and pushes for it. But John Jones already technically retired. So will the UFC give a shit about that? I don't know. So that's what makes that one difficult. And I think that's something that the UFC needs to change. Nina Drama, what about her? But that, I think that's something, speaking about something I mentioned in the title, things that need to change and stuff like that. I think that's one of the things that we kind of need to think about, or that the UFC needs to think about changing, is the way that they interact with some of these fighters. But if any of the things that Dana White was saying about Francis Ngannou, I kind of think that I understand where they're coming from with the way that they've kind of treated him and stuff, especially with how he came in so humble and all that, and to flip a quick 180 and turn into this, you know, this guy who thinks he deserves everything and is entitled to everything. That makes a big difference with the way that people want to treat you, regardless of how talented you are. Sometimes it doesn't matter. And if you're showing signs of slowing down in the fight game, they're gonna boot your ass quickly. So Pierre's gonna show. He said Nina again. Oh, I see what you're saying. I was confused. I'm like, what? But I think that you know, the what do you call it? The fucking did my sounds even work? Because I just realized I didn't have my Stream Deck app open. So that might not have even worked. I was probably pressing buttons, laughing, thinking that I was doing something funny, and it wasn't even working. That's okay. But as far as the way that they treat people, I think I think they should definitely take a look at that, especially with no more pay-per-view points. I wonder what that's gonna. Didn't hear the deck. Damn it! I was playing all those sounds for no damn reason. Yeah, I forgot to open the Stream Deck app, so of course it's not gonna play. But I was doing it off the virtual, so I'm actually surprised that the intro and all that played, because at least, did it play? Man, I hope it did. I might not have even played. I might have just came in hot. Fuck. Oh well. It is what it is. What was I saying? Shit, I got distracted by that. Oh, treatment. The way that they treat the fighters, I think, needs to change this year, especially with no pay-per-view points. But it's a matter of how they're going to structure pay now, considering there is no pay-per-view points. Yeah, no intro music. None of that shit happened because I didn't have the Stream Deck app open like an idiot, because I jumped in here and I rushed everything, and that's usually why I come in here early and get everything done properly. So I forgot the scenes are on OBS, so of course you're going to see all the scenes. But yeah, as far as the music, yeah, I chunked it on that one. That's okay. It is what it is. I know we discussed it, but do you think the best running backs would dominate today? Like, would Jim Brown or Walter Payton be good in today's NFL? Well, first of all, probably not. Geriatric, goddamn. Here, now you can hear him. But fuck. No, like I think the old school running backs may not do that well. This because of how soft the NFL has turned with all the rules and shit. They would just be getting penalized over and over and over again. The way that they hit back in those days, they couldn't get away with that these days. So they wouldn't be very good these days because they're too. It's a matter of how they would adapt. Like if you brought them back for one game, that shit ain't gonna work. Tracy Pereira gonna be champion in the next 2 or 3 years. Yeah, we'll see what that Poeton power does for her. Yeah, so I don't even know, man. I'm just fucking yapping. I can't even remember what else I was gonna go into. Good thing I didn't play background music because I was going to while I sat here and talked. But it wouldn't have worked. I guess I could do it now. I will when I bring up these visuals. Can knockout power transfer like that? Transfer. It took me a minute because I forgot what we said. I was thinking about what I was about to say. Forgot we just talked about that. Oh fuck, man. Whew, okay. Let's talk about this Anthony Joshua stuff because I was thinking MMA. I wasn't fucking thinking about that. Let me get to. Let's go here. I'm doing all this on the fly because I was just like, there's no point in prepping some quick little shit. It's kind of pointless. So let me just start up. We'll get a song going here. I think that's gonna play. Fuck, is it playing? Dude, I forgot the Noctane. What the fuck? Is the music playing, by the way? People record too much. Okay, good, it's playing. Before I transition it over, then let me get that Noctane sponsorship out of the way. I totally forgot. And I actually put some water in this. Noctane smelling salts, appreciate the sponsorship. Always appreciate it because I actually need this shit most of the time. And today I forgot because I've been doing everything just kind of differently today. I just jumped in here and started and I was like, whatever. So let me hit this Noctane real quick. Oh, yep, the water helped. I didn't even have to double take it. Whew. Yeah, Noctane. Oh man, smelling salts, man. Yeah, hit that QR code on the screen, or there's a link in the description below, and you can get yourself a bottle or go learn more about smelling salts, what they're good for, what they're used for, and learn everything about it. They have a good webpage. I like it. That shit on curly hair. My eyes got watery as shit. But yeah, you can go check it out. If you scroll all the way down to the main page, you'll see proudly sponsoring the Going Rounds podcast. That's me. That's us here. So yeah, go check it out. Link in the description below. Go buy yourself a bottle. They have 3 different potencies. This is the most potent. There's a black bottle that's a mid-range and a white bottle that's the least potent but still effective. So if you want to get yourself started on some smelling salts, that's a good way to get started. Go check it out. Thank you, Noctane. Who's your favorite athlete growing up? God damn it, now my buttons aren't working. Let's see. It probably was baseball players, various. I didn't have. Well, when I was an A's fan, Jose Canseco was my favorite player for sure. And then it kind of transferred over when I transferred over teams, and it was Chipper Jones for the Braves was one of my favorites for sure. So, but yeah, I liked Shaq a lot. I liked Penny Hardaway in basketball too. Of course I love Jordan. And then football wise, I don't think I really had a favorite. I like Deion Sanders. I like Bo Jackson too because they both played baseball as well. So those were 2 of my favorites back in the day. Neon Deion was the shit back then. So, and so was Bo. But yeah, other than that, I didn't have anybody that was specific. So let me try to see if I can get this music playing in my ears as well, so it doesn't seem so fucking weird. I have to do this old school style because there we go. All right, so let's get to these. Did you get to watch the boss? I'm drawing a blank. You gotta let me know, because I'm drawing a blank. Who the hell's the boss? Why am I not thinking? It sounds familiar, but I can't seem to think of it. Oh. All right. He's a famous college football player. Oh, no, probably not. I've never really been big into college football, to be honest with you. It's just never been my thing. It's always been professional. I mean, yeah, professional, sports. So anyway, let's get to a couple of these things here. We got the Anthony Joshua car crash. I don't know if you heard about this one, but man, this shit was insane. He had one of his best friends and one of his trainers and one of his coaches, I believe, that were in the car with him. One was in the passenger seat of this SUV, and the other one was sitting in the back next to Anthony, where you see him in that picture in the top left. And what happened was, I heard in some places that they blew a tire, but they were going kind of at high speeds, trying to pass a vehicle. And it was a guy from Nigeria that was driving them around, and I guess he was going fast, trying to pass people, and then one of the tires blew. He lost control and hit a parked truck. Literally 2 weeks after making a massive bag, you lose your two best friends. I know, dude, this shit sucks so bad, because the two guys that were with him passed away because they were on the side of the vehicle that got smashed in, as you can see in that lower picture. And then the top right picture is of one of Anthony getting pulled out of the vehicle by a bunch of just standbys, people that were just watching. And the sad part is, man, there's dead people on the ground. You don't know if they're dead, but they pretty much look dead. Islam ducked Michael Morales for Kamaru Usman. Should he have ducked Michael Morales? Did you see those pictures of him dancing in Ecuador in a dress? I think maybe he should have taken on Morales. I'm just kidding. That's a mean motherfucker in a dress, I gotta say that, because the way he handled Sean Brady, holy shit. If Anthony wasn't an athlete, he probably would be hurt worse. Yeah, that's true. And this goes to
hey, no Diddy, man, no Diddy.
But yeah, and then I also heard that Anthony Joshua was actually unconscious for fucking up to like 10 minutes. And then the way that they took him out of the vehicle, the way that he was, just yelling in pain, and the way that he was moving, it seemed like either he had some kind of a back issue or something, maybe something with his hips or his leg, or all of the above. But it was pretty bad crash for two of the guys on the side of the vehicle to have passed away due to getting ejected from the vehicle and crushed in the vehicle, I think is what I heard. Insane, man. I don't even know how Anthony Joshua pulled away with minimal injuries, but it looked like he was pretty injured. We'll see if it has Morales mogs Islam because of his size. Islam's camp gonna call him a weight bully after he gets knocked out. Man, there is some legitimacy to that, I'm not gonna lie. As much as people might want to say that Islam's skills are too good for somebody like Morales, I don't know. I think there's a good chance that Morales is able to get some striking in on him before he gets taken down. But sorry, I missed your question. What was I saying? But Islam's takedowns but the fact that he likes to stand and trade shots too, that's what makes it dangerous fighting somebody like Michael Morales. So yeah, I mean, you might not be too far off, Nico. Welcome in, by the way. I'm not sure that I mentioned that. I'm not sure that I've seen you in here before, so appreciate you for jumping in and interacting. ATY. I'm not sure what that means or what you're saying. So forgive me for not understanding what you're saying, but I might just be an idiot at the moment, or that might be in a different language. I'm not sure. Let me know. But okay. So anyway, yeah, Anthony's lucky to be alive, man. I can't believe that he survived this crash with how bad it looked. I saw one picture of one of the bodies on the ground, and a car door was basically covering the upper part of the body, but you see the arms from outside of over, you know, the door's just covering the top portion of the body, and you see the arms and the legs, and it's like, oof. It was a rough picture, man. It's weird though, because I wasn't able to ever find it again, so I might have caught it before it got taken down. But it was kind of a three-way collage picture like this one, and that was one of the pictures in it, and I didn't get a chance to save it. Not really that I wanted to show it, but it was just like one of those, did I really just see that? And I scrolled away, and then I came back and I couldn't find it again, and yeah, it was kind of nuts. But yeah, people are just recording with their cameras and taking pictures and shit, and it's like, bro, what are we doing? Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. All is good. Appreciate you for that. It's on the internet time machine. Yeah, man, sometimes some pictures, you know, some shit gets through, but some shit gets taken down quickly, depending on, you know, maybe I just couldn't find it again. I'm not sure. But yeah, this shit was nuts, man. And for Anthony Joshua, now the question is, does he box again? Because I've already heard the rumors about people saying that because of his injuries, he might not ever box again. But thank God, motorcycle. Oh my God.
Oh hell no.
Holy shit, Tyler. This is the thing though, man. That's what I'm saying. They took 43 million taxes after. This is what I'm saying. Motherfuckers need to stay out of Africa driving on those streets and shit, bro. Like, it is not shown to be a good thing. Will Dimitri Bivol versus Terrence Crawford happen? Who could win? Here's the thing, Nico. I focus a lot on MMA. I wish I knew more about boxing. I know Bivol and I know Crawford. I don't think it's gonna happen because Crawford retired. Who would win? I think as good as Terrence Crawford looked in that fight against Canelo, I think he definitely has. Oh, hey, what's up, Happy? I missed yours in there because I saw that question and I started answering right away. Appreciate you for jumping in, man. Thank you for being here. Yeah, but as far as Crawford goes, I mean, there's no ring rust yet, man. I mean, he's basically on an off camp right now. He fought so short, like not that long ago, so there ain't no ring rust involved yet. But depending on, he would have to unretire now, make the plan for that fight, and then fight soon for there not to be ring rust. You know what I'm saying? And I highly doubt that he's not training at all. But he might have taken a good break. But I think that maybe. But yeah, by the time the fight happened, sure. Depending on that, but I think most of the time they know a little bit ahead of time before we do, so I'm sure he would jump in there and get started quickly. If it happened within the next year or two, I don't think he'd be that far off, and that's usually what happens. These guys come back out of retirement quickly. By the time, oh yeah, I just read the same shit. Anyway, thanks for everybody for being here, by the way. And if you're new here, consider subscribing if you like what's going on. And if you're just here, even if you don't subscribe, or if you already are, just make sure you hit that like button for me, please. It helps me grow the channel, and just, you know, helps me feel like it's worth it, because I am not monetized or anything. So I just do this for entertainment, for fun, for passion. So if you like what's happening here and you like the interaction and stuff, at least like the video, and if not, at least subscribe or something like that. Tell somebody, that'd be cool. Share it, appreciate that. By the time the fight happened though, yeah, okay, so anyway, I'm just grateful that Anthony Joshua made it out, but I'm super sad about what happened to his friends, man, because one of those guys he grew up with, and it's a tough one, man, especially to see how much it affected him, and it is affecting him. There is something else here. Oh yeah, Infinity, we could do that. There is this. We also got Anthony Joshua's a statement. So I was just going to read this real quick. Anthony Joshua was involved in a road traffic accident in Lagos, Nigeria earlier that day, because I got this the day that it was out. With profound sadness at his, it has been confirmed that 2 close friends and team members, Sina Gami and Latif Ayodele, have tragically passed away. Matchroom Boxing and 258 Boxing can confirm that Anthony sustained injuries in the accident and that was taken to the hospital for checks and treatment. He's in stable condition and he will remain there for observation. He's now at this moment out of the hospital. He's been released, but I haven't seen any details on what came of his hospital stay or the extent of his injuries, so I'm not sure about that. Continuing with this, though, our deepest condolences and prayers are with the families and friends of those affected, and ask that their privacy is respected at this incredible, difficult time. No further comment will be made at this time, and that was just a statement from Matchroom Boxing. So yeah, it was pretty crazy just to hear about all that going on. Anthony Joshua was there to visit family. Apparently his parents live in that area. For him to be there and this to happen, man, it's just insane around the holidays and everything too. Hey man, why Aspinall is making such a mess out of the normal eye poke? Why UFC didn't make his rematch? So Nico, what I would say to that is, I think a lot of people are overlooking the extent of his injuries. He had to have surgery on one of his eyes already, and he's saying he's gonna have to have surgery on the other one as well. Probably out of precaution for the other one, but it seems like he sustained some pretty serious injuries to his eyes. And regardless of what anybody thinks about whether or not he should be tough enough to handle that, the motherfucker got knuckle deep eye pokes in both of his eyes simultaneously, and it wasn't even the first time that it happened that fight. So as far as him, you know, not or making a big thing out of it, I think the way he's going about it is the wrong thing, is putting off the wrong thing to the fans, putting off the wrong kind of vibes to the fans. But you know, when it comes down to it, I'd be like, you know what, I don't give a shit what any of you think. My eyes are injured and I don't want to lose a fucking eye, so how about shut the fuck up and let me do my thing. But also I can understand him not wanting to lose his eyesight or an eye in general, which has happened to some guys, including Michael Bisping in the UFC. And on top of all of that, he wants his career to be able to be extended and be able to fight another day. So while I understand the frustration with him and the whole situation, I don't think it's right to say that he's making more out of it than it is, because at first I might have felt the same way a bit, like he's playing it up. But if he's literally having to get surgeries on his eyes, that's pretty bad. Gon is gonna humiliate him in a rematch. Not gonna lie, he looked glasses in the first round itself. Oh, gassed. And yeah, and that's true. And you know, but we'll never know, because if he comes back and he just fucking wrecks Cyril Gane, or he wins a tough fight, all we're gonna know of that is that that's what happened. We're never gonna know what the outcome of that fight could have been, regardless of the fucking few minutes we saw of it, because it didn't end. We didn't get to see the rest of it. So you can say what you want about that fight, but we're never gonna know the outcome of it, and we're only gonna know what happened. Just like, you know, there's a lot of fights that have happened that way when an injury or something like that happens. Look at Tom Aspinall got injured against Curtis Blades, and even though it was you know, speculation made, even though it was just a freak injury, you know, it's one of those things where he gets the loss to Curtis Blades because he got the injury, just like, you know, what happened to Alexandre Pantoja. But you know, it's not really a loss because he came back and he whooped the shit out of Blades. So whether or not he was off that day just enough to where Gane would have beaten him, doesn't matter unless Gane comes back and beats him. So Gane's gonna have a lot of pressure on his shoulders coming in, having to live up to the first 4 minutes we saw of the only time we've seen them fight each other. He's gonna have to live up to that. So he's gonna have extreme pressure on his shoulders to come back in and look as good as he did before the eye pokes. And he's gonna have the pressure of not getting any kind of fouls, because all anybody says about him is that he's a dirty fighter. So it's a tough situation for him, but then Aspinall also has all the pressure on him too to come back and not look bad like he did in those first 4 minutes of that first fight, and also be able to come back and not be considered to be faking something if a foul does happen. And he has to fight all of the allegations that he's not the champ everyone thought he was, and that he's weak because of having to wait to get eye surgeries and shit. It's like, come on, you got to give the actual injuries a fucking some grace here. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you don't like the way it went down doesn't mean that it's not legit. But I understand wondering what Gon would have done to him had that not happened, but it's Gon's fault that it happened, and he's done this in plenty of other fights, and there's evidence all over the place. So he will have a mental and physical game to deal with when he comes back. Yeah, the mental shit for sure. Hoping not to get eye poked again after you just got surgery on both your eyes. You know what I'm saying? So you can't rush that shit when you come back. So it's a tough thing, man. I hate to say it. It's a tough thing, and I hate to, harp on this, that, or the other thing. But that's just kind of how it goes, man. That's kind of how it goes. You think Aspinall made a smart move? Told himself, let's get out of here and avoid the belt loss? No, man, he got fucking poked in the eyes. There's physical fucking evidence. I hate to say that, and I hate to get annoyed by it, but there's evidence he got knuckles deep in his fucking eyeballs, bro. Like, I wouldn't have kept fighting either. Like, how you gonna, first of all, there's so much to lose. You lose the pay that you get for being a champ. Sure, maybe you think he took the easy way out, but I don't think he's taken the easy way out by choosing to have surgery on his eyes. Why would you want to do that? To prove a point? He's doing that because he has to have that done. So and this isn't just, no offense, I'm not getting mad at you. I'm mad at that situation because I just don't understand how people can't just take that at face value. You can not like Aspinall, and that's fine. Exhibit A, man. I'm gonna have to find that drop, bro. I'm gonna have to find that, and I'm gonna make that a fucking button because that's hilarious. I had eye surgery before, and it took 6 weeks to even function. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm sorry, Infinity. I didn't even see you said that. Motherfuckers always have to find a deeper meaning. Oh man, I'm looking as we speak for the drop. Yeah, dude, that's a good one. I gotta get that one. If you find it, bro, send it to me. Otherwise, I'll find a clip from somewhere and I'll cut it out and make it a drop. Oh fuck. Yeah, man, that shit gets stuck in my head too. All is good keeps bringing it back, man. This shit makes me laugh. I love it. But yeah, Aspinall, bro, like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know what else to say. It's like, I mean, there's no way he's gonna, just like people saying, oh, no, I guess you can't do that. I said it the other day at work, like, oops. I was gonna say, like, Tyron Woodley, getting knocked the fuck out cold by Jake Paul, and just because you think he got a bag that he would do that, like, he's an actual fighter, man. Like, yeah, Connor broke his leg on purpose. Exactly. You know what I mean? He broke his leg on purpose, and he sat on the cage and talked shit about Poirier's wife because he was mad that he had to take a fall. I don't get it, bro. Woodley, stop coming back, stay down. No, 100%. I agree with that. 100%. Woodley needs to stay out the combat sports game, or at least go to grappling or something, which he's not great at either. So maybe he should just stay away from it altogether. Yeah, so it's tough, man. Anyway, while we're on the blank screen here with no visuals, what do you guys think of this GRP logo that I made in the background here? I totally forgot that I had done that, and I changed up the background. Got slept by a 50-year-old man and a YouTuber. Yeah, so that GRP written in that font like that is what I'm gonna put on the back of the going rounds hat that I'm getting, because I have that dark gray, that charcoal gray with the red right now. I'm getting the black with the red, so it'll say going rounds the same way in the front with the red, and then the GRP, and just like this, that logo right there will be the back side of the hat. So as you know, I have this flag back here, and that was kind of my old school GRP entertainment. I made a whole new kind of version of that. Here you go, I'll show you. That wasn't it. What did I do with it? There's that one. Shit, I think I guess I didn't put it in here. I'm going to download the new Paramount Octagon logo for when we are on. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I can't find it. Fucking A. It is what it is. But yeah, it's basically this and yeah, it's different. So, anyway, I just wanted to point that out while I had this up now. But let's talk about this other stuff real quick, before we get out of here. And here's what we were talking about earlier. We got official confirmation of Tracy Cortez and Alex Pereira. As you see, the picture on the right is them just looking cozy together, but then you see them kissing, and it's like, well, if you thought that wasn't it, it's definitely it. So, yeah, and it's kind of crazy because Tracy Cortez, you know, I saw a bunch of memes and shit going around about how Tracy Cortez is taking down like 3 of the biggest dudes in fucking in their weight classes in MMA, and it's like they're talking about, they showed a picture of Brian Ortega, which is true, she was with Brian Ortega. That's the last person we know her to be. Love you, Duffy. Well, that's the last person we know her to actually be with and show, you know, out in the open. But then because she took a picture with fucking Paulo Costa, everyone was trying to say that they were fucking together and shit, but they're not. They're just friends. She's actually friends with his fucking damn near fiance. So they've been on like show, unless they're fucking getting freaky and you know, three's an entertainment crowd, if you know what I'm saying. Or maybe they were doing that, who knows, but she wasn't with Paulo Costa that way. Tyler just straight up says it. Yeah, unless they were doing that, that was just a picture because they were training together and hanging out. It's like, fuck. But yeah, so now she's with Poetan. So and if you remember back about a year or a little over a year ago, there was allegations of Poetan you know, assaulting in a sexual way a OnlyFans girl, which, you know, you can say what you want about OnlyFans girls, but this one is the definition of just typical. She definitely lied. She got caught left and right. So and that went away pretty quick. Who knows what happened in the background, but I'm not sure that Tracy Cortez is the type of girl to wind up falling for somebody like that. But then again, who knows? She might have bad taste because Brian Ortega doesn't seem to have all his shit together. So who knows? Maybe she likes the troubled ones. That's a whole different level of trouble, though, if what Poetan was accused of actually happened, which is damn near some kidnapping shit. So I don't know. But a lot of the evidence showed that chick was fucking legit out of her mind and was probably just, you know, chasing gold. Bad taste and bottomless cut. Shit. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Anyway, yeah, that was something crazy I didn't expect. That was something crazy to have seen. Gotcha, bitch. There you go, Infinity. I wasn't expecting that. When I saw that first picture, the one on the right, when I saw that picture, I was like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden I see the picture of them kissing and I'm like, oh shit, you know, because I was like, hey, maybe they're just fucking hanging out having a good time on New Year's Eve. Fuck no. They're definitely hanging out and having a good fucking time on New Year's Eve. So yeah, anyway, that's your other little bit of news. And then some legit fight news, I guess you could say. We got a boxing match happening this weekend on Saturday, and that is Amanda Serrano versus Reina Tallez for the WBA World and WBO World Female Featherweight titles. We also, I mean, this is an all-female main card. So we also have Stephanie Hahn defending her WBA World Female Lightweight title versus Holly Holm. And that's what makes this interesting. We got Holly Holm on the card. I got Holly Holm in this one. Yeah, she seems pretty hungry, and she's been doing well since she came back to boxing. She was a multiple-time champion in boxing previous to starting the UFC and MMA all around. So then she transitioned into MMA after her boxing career kind of fizzled a little bit. But she's even in the boxing Women's Boxing Hall of Fame. So for her to make a comeback there is pretty significant, and the fact that she's been doing well since she got back is also impressive. So for her to be going up for another title here is pretty insane. So her last fight, she lost in RAF, which is just a wrestling, professional wrestling type shit. She jumped in last minute there and lost by decision to Alejandra Rivers. I can't say that last name, but anyway, she fought to a unanimous decision win over Yolanda Vega in an MVP card back in June. So she's only had one official fight back, but she looked good in that fight, and she's already up for another title. Her last MMA fight was in April of 2024, where she lost by submission to Kayla Harrison. She had a no contest over Mayra Buena Silva. Let's see, I wanted to look back at her boxing if they show it. Boxing. Okay, her last boxing match before getting into MMA was looks like back in 2013, where she got a win by unanimous decision there, and she won a title. So then she got into MMA, or she was already in MMA. She had one fight in Bellator. She fought in Legacy FC a couple times, and then she went up and winds up fighting Raquel Pennington for her first fight in the UFC, that she won by decision, beat Marion Renault by decision, and then beat Ronda Rousey and got the title in her third UFC fight of her career, where she head kicked Ronda Rousey and essentially, killed her career. So Ronda Rousey's, that is. But so Holly Holm has some roots in boxing, as you might have known or might not have known. But Holly Holm definitely has been around for a long time. She's a veteran of both sports at this point. So it'll be interesting to see. Boxing is what she is known for back in the day before kicking Ronda into lesbian. Holy shit. We also got Ebony Bridges versus Alexis Moniz, and I'm telling you right now, if you want to have some great things to present to your eyes when on Saturday, or I should say tomorrow, because tomorrow should be the weigh-ins, go and watch Ebony Bridges in the weigh-ins. I promise you won't be disappointed. And if you want to continue watching that, you can go to her Instagram, and I promise you're gonna enjoy that as well. 33-2-3 is Holly's boxing record. Hell yeah. 2 losses only, but she did get knocked out pretty badly one time, where that kind of put her in a downswing in boxing and made her decide to jump over to MMA. So I saw that knockout. It was pretty bad. But Ebony Bridges, be on the lookout for her. She's fighting Alexis Moniz in the 118 division. She's 44 though, so it's only going to last for so long. Oh, no doubt. But I hope she gets some good gold on her waist before that happens, and solidifies that record in boxing. So Crystal Rosado versus Tania Walters is the last fight on the main card, or the first fight on the main card for this all women's main card. And then you got the men happening in the prelims. Nothing of any significance that I know about happening on this prelims card, but a bunch of up and comers. It looks like there is one women's fight down there in the prelims, starting off the prelims for the night, and then it's all men until we get to the main card, which is an all women's main card. So there's some boxing and some fighting for you to watch this weekend if you are fiending for something, since the UFC is still gone and will be for a little bit longer. And that about does it for that. So I will hit that music. Oh, and it took me to, I have to fix that button because it took me to my old scene. There we go. Anyway, before we get out of here, I just wanted to say one more time for anybody that's still here, make sure you hit that like button, please, at least. And if you're not subbed, do that as well. But other than that, I just appreciate everybody for continuing to come back and interacting. This is way more fun with you guys here and talking back and forth with me. Even if I don't agree with your takes on something, doesn't mean that I don't appreciate you jumping in here and showing some love and interacting with me and making it more fun. And also just, supporting, because if you're in here talking, whether you're talking shit or not, you're still supporting me because you're giving me those views. And even if you don't like me, that's what you're doing. So I appreciate that still. But it is cheap, free, fun for sure, Infinity. I mean, I do all this for free. You get to watch this on YouTube. Everybody has YouTube. And if I entertain you even a little bit, hit that like button for me. And keep coming back. And make sure you tell a friend, anyone else that you know about that likes MMA and wants to talk to somebody about it that's doing a show online. Shit, we're here 2 times a week, if not more, depending on what's happening. New Year, I need an old fashioned. Yeah, man. I need to make my way over to your side of the state as well. So we'll definitely have that coming up. I'm sure I'll be doing some other stuff with Infinity at some point. We forgive you when you're wrong. Yeah, I appreciate that too. Going my rounds to this right now. Nice. Thank you for everything, bro. Thank you. All is good. Before it's death hot. Yeah, that's true. That would probably be a good thing. But yeah, so I just have fun here, man. I have fun here, and when it comes down to it, I'm not an expert whatsoever, but I'm a big fan, and I like to discuss things. And if I'm wrong about something, you guys can let me know, and we'll discuss it, or I'll be corrected, and I'll take that on the chin, and it'll be all right. It's not a big deal. I don't know everything. 78 Northwest. Hey, welcome back. Happy New Year, GRP. Great to catch up with this podcast. Thank you, man, for coming back. Happy New Year to you as well. Happy. Yeah, thank you guys for just coming back, and just make sure you tell somebody if you got other people that want to jump in and talk back and forth in here. Keep updated with stuff. I got other things coming back. Bryce reacted to the car crash. Oh, dude, yeah, Bryce Mitchell's a fucking idiot, by the way. I should say that real quick. That Bryce Mitchell did react to the car crash, saying that that's what happens when you don't follow the script against Jake Paul. I almost said it. Fucking idiot, man.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
That's how I feel when I hear Bryce Mitchell talk. I'm like, how the fuck did anybody let you talk about anything? Because you're a dumbass.
Freaking idiot.
Some things are just better unsaid. Yeah, it's just stupid, man. I don't understand. I don't understand why Bryce Mitchell's such a dumbass. But it is what it is, and he continues to be as crazy as he is. He thinks he's smarter than all of us. I hate him too, Tyler. Yeah, he's looking to stay relevant in one way or another. And if he really believes the things that he says, like the earth is flat and a certain German dictator was good and would be fun to hang out with, and about Anthony Joshua, getting punished for not following a script, just dumb, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You're an idiot. I can't believe that you're allowed to speak on the internet, but then again, I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
But in the end, you're just a fucking dumbass. So maybe keep your mouth shut, because if you think you're if you're as smart as you think you are, you wouldn't say the dumb shit that you say. And that sounds like a dumb statement, but it's no dumber than, it's actually way less dumb than the things that Bryce Mitchell says. So what the fuck are we even talking about? He's an idiot, and I'm not surprised that he has a take like that on things. Whether he's just a really good troll, I liked the guy at first. I really did. But he is a dumbass. He fucking put a drill in the front portion of his pants as if he was fucking holstering a gat in his fucking pants. And like the dumbasses that do that and shoot themselves in the dick, he put a drill in his pants as if it was a gun, and like he was in the ghetto, and he fucking wrapped his nuts up in that drill bit because he's a fucking idiot. And I felt bad for him, and because I like the guy at the moment. But I think wrapping his nuts up in a drill bit and having that kind of having that kind of trauma, I think affected his mental state. And he went off the fucking deep end. When Topuria KOs someone, their next fight with when Josh Emmett KOs people, they become Nazis and notices things. Man, bro, you sound as drunk as I was last night. I don't even know what you're saying, Tyler. But win their next fight. Oh, okay. When Josh Emmett KOs people, they become okay, I got what you're saying. Bryce going to be the dark side of the cage in the future. Oh, no doubt, Johnny. No doubt. He's one of those guys, you know, we're going to find, I mean, if he's right about the things he says, then we're all doomed. We're all doomed. But I'm pretty sure he's just a fucking idiot. I had to say Nazis because I can't see the real. Oh. I wasn't following, man. It makes it funnier when I figure it out after the fact. Holy shit. Oh, all right. Fucking Tyler's been on one tonight, bro. Holy shit.
Another one.
Anyway, yeah, so that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. I mean, it's a little less time than I usually bring on here, but when it comes down to it, like I said, the prep wasn't there. But there wasn't much to prep because really I covered any big things that happened. I did want to react to that Anthony Joshua stuff. So appreciate you guys for coming through. We had a lot of good chit-chatting and shit and yapping fucking in the last episode as well, even though we were talking about food, which is off the wall and crazy. But that's what's fun about the show, is we can do that shit. It doesn't matter. There's no professionalism here. I can fucking sidetrack and do all that shit. And it's fun, and you guys are here interacting with me, so the least I could do is acknowledge it and fucking interact with you back. So thanks again. I appreciate all you guys. I ate 1 pound of wings after that. God damn. Those are some damn good wings. So yeah, I appreciate you guys once again for being here. Happy fucking New Year. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you guys for jumping into the first show of the year with me, and I hope to see you guys back again soon. I appreciate all of you. Make sure you hit that like button before you leave. If you're new here, please subscribe. Send it to a friend. If you guys are here after the live is ended and you're rewatching the show, drop a comment in if you have any comments about anything that was discussed or some kind of a view on any of it. I appreciate all of it. So that's it for me. I'm out of here. Come back on Sunday. We'll have something going for Sunday as well. All right, that's it for me. I'm out of here. Take it easy. Peace.